The process of buying a home in Ontario is a rather complicated process. Fortunately, my job is to manage through that process for you. So I'm going to walk through all the steps in buying a home in a sort of a sequential order of everything that you have to do to buy a home. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. Let's hit it off with the first one. The first one is building a plan. So you call me as soon as you've decided I'm going to buy a home, because we've got to get together, build a plan, figure out what your needs and wants are, figure out what your budget is, and how to get through that. Also, what I like to do is try to create some focus for you. There's a lot of options out there, a lot of different styles and formats, a lot of different neighborhoods, and maybe even some things you haven't thought about. So my job is going to help you focus in on what you really, really, really need in your next home. Step two would be get approved for a mortgage. So I'm assuming that you probably need a mortgage, and you'll have to talk to a bank or a lender or a mortgage broker. So I've got great contacts, lots of people who do this all the time, and I'll hook you up and get you started on that pre-approval process. Next step, get access to the MLS. So let's set up a search, let's set up a profile for you so that we can find that home for you on the MLS. And start doing some online shopping, essentially. This is probably the funnest part. So you get to look at a bunch of different homes that all generally meet your needs and figure out if they're going to work for you. Big tips and tricks in this one. Really look at the photos, analyze those photos, pay attention to them. Look at them for what needs to be renovated or if anything needs to be updated in there. Think of this more from your budget perspective. Also, look at the outdoor space. If you can get a satellite view, I can send you a satellite view. Google Maps has some pretty good ones, but I can get you some good ones with lot lines as well. Figure out how you'd use that outdoor space, or do you even need outdoor space in this place? And a lot of listings are coming with 3D tours. Those 3D tours are fantastic. So if you can get one of those, go in, dig through every room and have a look. Next step, of course, if we found a place that you like, we go out and do a home tour. So we actually physically go and see it. Super important, because you've got to see how the light hits the rooms. You got to see what it smells like, feels like. You want to see what the neighbors are looking like too. It's always nice to snoop into the neighbor's backyard and see what kind of people they are as well. Next step would be actually finding the right home. Once we find that right home, I'm going to do a price evaluation for you. We'll figure out if it's worth what they're asking on the listing price, or if we should negotiate a little bit more. I'll take care of the negotiation for you and writing up of the offer. You just get to make the decision. Is this what I want? Is this the right price that I'm willing to pay for it? And yes. Usually in that process, we'll include some conditions in the offer. So most common ones would be condition of a home inspection and condition of mortgage financing. So even though we're pre-approved, we still want to make sure that the bank thinks that the home is worth what we're paying for it. And a home inspection is a really handy trick to go through the home in a lot of details, figure out what maintenance is needing on it, and figure out if there's anything big that needs to be changed. At this point, we would have our offer signed and ready to go, and congratulations, you've bought a home. Your last step is just working with the lawyer to finalize all the title registration and putting your mortgage on. Congratulations, you've bought a home, and welcome to your next adventure. Bye.